Hey everyone, Keemstar. Sounds welcome here. And today we're going to be looking at a new release from Squarepusher. And I had the privilege to see the Squarepusher back in 2016 at Day for Night Music Festival, and it was quite an enigmatic show. It was so cool. It was kind of like, I guess you could say, my first IDM live experience, and it was so cool to see his visual displays and his kind of famous mask that he wears, sort of akin to like Daft Punk style. So I'm really excited to see what Squarepusher is putting out now. I know that for me personally, I'm kind of more of a fan of the things that he released back in the late 90s, sort of the sounds that are more akin to that of like Optiker or Aphex Twin, things such as that. But I'm gonna check out, see what Squarepusher is up to nowadays. And from what I could tell from the thumbnail of this video, this video looks very trippy to say the least. So we're gonna delve into this, and I'll give you my thoughts on the music afterwards. So let's begin. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about this today on the metro. I'm just gonna stop it right there. Not because the song doesn't really have much else to offer, but for one, this video is honestly kind of a headache to watch. For two, I'm not really digging everything that he's laying out in this new style that I guess you could call it a new style. You could sort of call it like a progression on Squarepusher's IDM genre that he takes place in. It's very fast paced. It definitely has sort of like that drum and bass sound that I'm very much into currently. The unfortunate thing for me is that, for one, this doesn't really seem as all impressive to me after having witnessed, I believe it was last year's, could have been early last year, I believe, Aphex Twin's Collapse EP, and not to mention the visuals that came along with that. I'm not trying to really compare two vastly different IDM artists here, but in a sense, like, God, I'm gonna get wrecked for this comparison, but I really feel like I'm like watching like Six Flags versus when I've already been to Disney World. If that makes sense, like it's just kind of, I don't know. It's not really doing it for me. I don't know. Okay, I'll give some metrics. About a week ago, whenever I flagged this video to eventually react to it, it had about 100,000 views, and this week it has 245,000. So it's definitely gaining some traction. It's got a pretty decent like ratio. A lot of people are enjoying this. Squarepusher is a good artist. I would definitely go see him again. The fact is, for me, that this track is just not at all like, I don't know. It's just it's impressive, but at the same time not very groundbreaking in my eyes. Now I'll get back to what I was going to say at the beginning of the video. Whenever I mentioned that I had this thought on the metro, was what I do like about the video is that it's sort of a play on sort of like the ID persona that we all sort of exhibit online, or if you have social media. Like today when I was coming home from work, I was kind of thinking about listening to my music. I was like, how cool would that be if I was wearing a pair of smart glasses or AR glasses or a contact lens or something like that, and I could look around, and for those that are willing to opt in to sharing their data or information, maybe I could see like something above their head that is displaying like what music they're listening to, and like a cool sort of near future sci-fi sense. I was like, yeah, if I saw somebody and they were sharing to me visually what music they were listening to, then maybe I could like reach out and give like a fist bump and be like, hey bro, that's like that album, it's cool. There's sort of like a way that technology could actually sort of mend the rift that some speculate social media has sort of caused, over the years, distancing people rather than bringing them together. I thought of that as kind of a cool technological bit. What they're doing right here is interesting. It's kind of sort of this data mosh of information and displays that are kind of popping out and things like that. The visuals are cool. I'm not dogging that necessarily, but for me personally, this isn't. I don't know. This isn't really anything new to me, and it isn't really anything vastly interesting. So I can't really recommend it to anyone. But I mean, if you really like IDM and you're really itching for some new stuff, then maybe check out what Squarepusher has coming out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call this video there. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, then give it a like, and if you're into this kind of content regularly, then give it a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.